Alright, here we go. Mineski Strife, aka JaBiTo, spawning as Green Zerg in the 7 o'clock position, while Datte is spawning as a yellow Protoss in the 1 o'clock position. The map is Match Point, an iCCup map, and this is game number 2. JaBiTo, aka Strife, is leading the series 1-0 in this best of 5 series.
Yep, and this is going to be quite interesting. I've actually never seen Protoss attempt this map. I normally see a lot of Terran versus Zerg because it's so reminiscent of your Flash versus JaDong that goes on in this map for years on end. So, ooh, a little bit of a blunder here by Datte by getting that baller probe, and he's got to get a probe that doesn't have the minerals in his hand. So it looks like Datte is going to be scouting soon, and it's actually not that. It's I think one of those medium-sized maps. While for a Zerg player, it looks like he's just going to be droning up, and it's still really early on to tell what the strategies are on this map, since I've never seen Protoss actually attempt this before.
This what's happening right now is reminding you of JaDong versus Bisu in SC1, and I hope that yeah, he goes for the Forge. Bisu build is about to go up. This is so SC1 right happening here in Strife. He's going for a very early pull, doesn't want any cannon rush defeating him in this game.
So, oh my god, I'm already seeing the very reminiscent of Bisu, maybe even a little bit of a Cal here, but Forge fast expand build. I mean, it just so happens to be outside that natural expansion. Natural in quotes. That is way too far for a natural expansion. So, probe, I guess he was being annoying. And now we see the spawning pool and extractor for Strife, and I think that was that a 14 extractor and pool?
Yeah, it's 14 pool and 14 gas. Going to be followed by a hatchery after.
Alright, yeah, I wasn't checking the timing since I was looking at the choke point here by Datte, and actually I think they added a couple more mineral patches in this edition of Match Point as well, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, since in SC1 we only have one mineral patch in those choke points, and I think I'm not sure what the additional mineral patch besides just making this choke much more smaller.
Oh, I think the other reason, I guess they tried to balance it a bit to try to take away the power of the mules, but it makes it a bit more neutral, I would say. But that's just because I heard that from someone else that was trying to explain it. So it looks like this photon cannon is going to be killing pylons today. I guess it's because it's way too far back. So okay, so I guess he realized it and he's killed his own pylon now. And I think it was because it was blocking that nexus from going down. So, like I was saying before, there's something ridiculous with this Zealot next to a photon cannon where it kills like, here we go. Are we going to see it? Okay, so looks like the Zerglings decided not to engage. Like I said, 20 Zerglings died to 1 Zealot and 1 photon cannon.
Yeah, that's very possible since the choke between the Zealot and the cannon. Actually, no Zergling can pass through this, and they can just kill an infinite amount of unmicro Zerglings there.
So Nexus, it's pretty much like 60% done. For our Zerg player, it looks like he's opted to take his second gas and get a Roach Warren. This is very typical Zerg, actually. Very, very typical. So I'm not sure if he's going to be going Hydra play today or if he's going to be going the other build that I've seen that some people do is Mutiling, but it doesn't seem to be as favored anymore.
Yeah, and this Roach Warren is done, and we're about to see Roach play coming from JaBiTo. And this is pretty standard reaction when your enemy Protoss player, when he goes for a wall-in like this with only one cannon, it's pretty tempting to just go pure Roach and go for the bust.
Ooh, it looks like Strife is trying to he's trying to break through those mineral fields that have 20 minerals, but he was trying really hard to go there, but it looks like he couldn't do it. So instead, he gets one of his Zerglings sliced up by a Zealot. And this Overlord actually knows what's going on. Now he sees the 3 warp or gateways come in here, and the warp gate technology not chrono boosted, which is actually something to note.
And yeah, no chrono boost going on. Pretty huge blunder from Datte. He's piling up the energy there in the Nexuses, and chrono boost just went off on the Nexus to pump more probes, and Roach is just parking outside Datte's natural.
So we see the ground weapons level 1, and oh my god. So we have an engagement here. The Zealot trying to make something happen here with the Photon Cannon. The Photon Cannon does go down, and so does the Zealot that was standing over there at the choke. And it looks like these roaches will make it into the base. And I think they should be opting to... Oh, there we go. So they're going to be doing the smart thing and killing off pylons instead of going for those probes. So he doesn't get the upgrades or that warp gate anymore.
Yeah, I think he's about to lose this entire expansion. That's what I told you about earlier. When the Protoss goes for only one cannon and then it's the wall up, it's pretty much bad use for him since Rojas can just demolish through that wall. Should have opted for more cannons, like at least 3 more cannons there. Could have secured that wall off. But alas, only one cannon. He felt too comfortable with that single cannon. And it just, well, he paced the toll right now.
Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, the Roaches do have 145 HP, so he's going to be going after his simulators today, I guess. And Toss has to be thinking about chrono boosting these warp gates, or warping in units in general. He's got 2 Stargates coming up here, but it's going to be a little late because Strife already has his party, or his units in this party.
Actually, Datte can delay this attack pretty much more longer, since this very small choke point can be held off by a few force fields. Should have warped in additional sentries to delay this attack and stay in the game much more longer.
The sentry is about to have 2 force fields on him because Strife. Oh my god! Instead, he decided to engage here instead of try to turtle it out. So he's losing a lot more units than he should, and so those Zealots are going to go down to this unit composition, and it looks like the Roaches are going to be making their way here. So force fields going in here, but it was a little late, and now Strife bringing the hammer in this matchup.
And that hammer is just these Roaches going to hammer a lot on this Protoss base. And what the... and JaBiTo making a comment saying, whoops. I'm not sure what's... And there's a GG over there. Random comment from